So this was from. So I'm a little mixed up in days. This week's been long. So it was Monday night actually. So it was only a couple days ago. So my dream started off. I was riding on top of one of the. In fact, it was an exact duplication of the turtle. Like 2 dreams ago, I shared where I was walking down, kind of like the corridor hallway type thing, and the turtle in my palm was kind of vibrating. It was that turtle, and in fact, I swear it was like the exact same turtle, but just large. Shoot. And I was riding on top. It was kind of walking me down through the woods, and just my lawyer. She was just the lawyer that I have with. I'm trying to get custody back of my kid from my ex. She was just standing there over a campfire, and I could. It looked like Sasquatch. I don't know. That cryptid weird monkey thing. I don't know what it is. But anyways, so she's seen me and she's excitedly kind of jumping up and down, waving her hands, calling me over. It's like, come on over. And there she was, just sitting there cooking marshmallows over a campfire with Sasquatch. It was, to me, it didn't sound or seem anything weird or off. Just, I mean, you know how dreams are. They're odd. It could be really odd, and you just don't feel like it's out of the normal. So I join in. I'm just kind of toasting marshmallows. I'm one of the heathens that likes to catch my marshmallows on fire and let them burn for a second and then blow them out. So I get that kind of like charred, crunchy outside shell, and the inside's like liquidy, burn your tongue to you blister the inside of your mouth.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. Ask my ex. Ask why she left. I mean, fuck. I don't know. I never really got a clear answer on that.
Maybe she left you because of your toasted marshmallow tastes.
I mean, maybe.
About that?
No, not really. She never liked it. She always liked like hers like browned, toast, just bro. Lightly browned. I like my toast burnt too. I like burning it.
Here, let me tell you how it's done. You put the marshmallow in the fire for a good 10 seconds, and then you pull it out, and it's perfect.
Well, so we're sitting there toasting marshmallows. We're not talking. We're just kind of glancing at each other, and every time I look back up, they're looking at me, and they're smiling. Both my lawyer and Sasquatch. They have these smiles on their face, and they're making eye contact. And I just kind of feel chill and happy. And I look back down at the fire. Even though the marshmallow's definitely been in there far longer than what it needs to be to actually, start blackening a little bit. But, it hasn't really like torched. It's kind of weird. But every time I look back up, they're staring at me still. And each time I look back up at them, their smile is bigger and bigger and bigger. And next thing I know, literally their smile is literally from ear to ear, like physically somehow their mouth is stretched from ear to ear. I don't know really what came over me, but I just kind of felt an attraction to my lawyer. And so her name's Jill. I'm not going to give her last name just out of respect. It'd be a little weird if this got out. Anyways, gave her a smile and kind of like scooted over towards her. She was kind of like beckoning me to come closer, but she had that creepy smile though. I wasn't too sure about it. Just kind of put my arms around her, and she's smiling. Her teeth are kind of growing with it, and I don't know. I just had this need and I just wanted to riz my lawyer, just riz her really, really freaking good. Like I kind of needed it, kind of wanted to. It's kind of.
What? Riz? You want to riz your lawyer?
Yes.
What does that mean, bro?
Are you really gonna make me explain it? It's kind of embarrassing. All right. So it's kind of like you're kind of charming her, or in a romantic way, but kind of more aggressively, I guess.
I thought Riz was like the charm that you had.
Not really. I'm trying to think of the easiest way. It's like how good you are with pulling and sustaining. You're just kind of pulling in bitches, I guess is the best way to put it. Kind of a pimp, but a pimp that wants to get action with his own woman. It's weird. Well, anyway, so I was kind of raising my lawyer. To me, it just kind of felt natural. Nothing really happened. Just kind of like arm around her. She's smiling. Her mouth is gigantic, and then next thing you know, Bigfoot comes over and wants Riz as well. So, I mean, nothing happened. We just kind of like arms around each other's backs and stuff, and just continued toasting marshmallows. So, in my brain, it's just kind of like, okay, cool, interesting. Next thing I know, I'm outside of the forest, and I still have the stick with the marshmallow on it. The turtle's gone. I mean, because I rode in on the turtle, but just somehow it just doesn't exist anymore. And I'm walking down through the supermarket alley, or not really alley, just kind of like shelving a hallway. And there's just instant ramen everywhere. The aisleway just keeps going as far as the eye can see. And all sorts of ramen. I can't really make out what it's saying or anything like that. Yeah, it's just odd. But I'm still carrying around this marshmallow, and I start thinking about the lawyer again. I mean, she's been really helpful and nice to me, so I'm sure it's like dream seeded or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But next thing I know, she's walking up behind me, and she's pointing out all of her favorite ramens, and we're kind of striking up conversation. Nothing really specific in general. I don't even think it was really talking about ramen at all. But she just kept picking stuff up the shelf and pointing at it, and she'd have something to say about it. I didn't understand what she was saying, and she'd put it back, and we'd move on. But this went on for a little bit, and down far off in the distance, I seen an old man again. I'm pretty sure it was the old man from another dream I had. It was like 2 or 3 weeks back or something like that. And he's shaking his head like you should totally go for her, let go of your current family. And this is the old man who was beckoning me to abandon my child to the lady who cheated on me and broke the family apart. And I've been hyper focused on this recently since, all the stuff going on, legal stuff going on, trying to get my child back. But it's like the old man was like, just go for it. What do you got to lose? I mean, worst case, just make another child. Who cares if you lose one? I thought that was a little messed up, but I mean, I guess I kind of get it. I could always make another child. Especially at my age, definitely. Sometimes you just need to learn to cut your losses, but I wasn't quite satisfied with just settling with that. So I really didn't try anything, just continued on down and just kind of acknowledging her shaking her head and pointing out different type of ramens and stuff she liked. I really never got to the end of the hallway. A couple portions, I started seeing the sign again that was showing like a slushy drink. But it said slushy instead for some reason. She would occasionally point at him as I went past, like she just kind of showed me around as if I hadn't been in the store before, and she just kind of showed me the ropes to get through. We just kind of continued walking on down, and that was pretty much the end of it, that one. It's about the same thing, and then next thing I know, I woke up the next morning.
That's cool, bro. Thanks. Thanks for sharing, man. Mm-hmm. You wanted an explanation, probably. So I think the person you were trying to riz was actually DUANE. Hear me out.
Okay.
I think the metaphor here is that your wife and your kids are kind of representations of the things you have in this world. Things that you're holding on to and can't let go. But DUANE is trying to lead you away from what you know into the unknown. into the new you. He's trying to help you break free of the time loop by letting go of the things that you know and have in this world. So you, DUANE.
So does that mean I need to like make a decision, decide on something here?
Well, you are the decider, so yeah, I guess so. You have to decide that whether you're holding on to what you have in this lifetime. You can hold on to it.
Well, hold on.
You could keep grasping it with your hands and your feet.
Well, hold on. I thought DUANE said we're each our own decider, not a definitive one person's the decider.
Well, you still have to break free of the time loop. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but you should. Because then you can... I don't know what happens beyond the time loop, but it's good.
Well, I mean, he said it takes like 50 plus years.
To learn, yeah. But you could do it. That's the idea, right? You're letting go of the things you have in this world and all the nice things you have, and letting go, going with the new you, the new you. Works pretty well. So yeah, I think.
I don't think any of that makes sense.
Your lawyer, the lawyer that you were trying to riz, was actually DUANE, and
I don't know about that.
Your wife and child are a representation of the time loop. That's the hard decision, is to just become more aware. As DUANE has said, you should just not think and say okay and compare it to the sun shining. Everything is comparative to the sun, bro. If you're just becoming more aware, you'll see it. I can see it. I've stared at the sun plenty.
Don't stare at the sun, Eric.
I've stopped staring at the sun. I only glance now. I compared my birds to the sun. I compared my Fortnite Victory Royale to the sun. Thanks, Bill.
Okay.